Hi Specky, this is Jim Gillis, and sorry I don't have my camera on right now, but I'm not in the office, but I wanted to get this to you as soon as possible. It's just a quick little demo of what the site is and how it works. So Win My Vote is a voter engagement site, or a social voter guide. We're still kind of finding the right name for it. Essentially, it's very much like social media, which, as you know, I'm sure social media wasn't social media when it first started. It was, I don't know what Facebook called itself, but it eventually got coined social media, and then that kind of stuck. So Win My Vote functions very much like social media, but it's all about the voter and the candidate and groups and organizations, coming together on a level playing field and organizing and managing their vote. Right now, all of that stuff is done in this pay-for-play advertising environment that's costing millions and millions of dollars, and as we found out in 2016, is very vulnerable to lots of misinformation and lots of confusion, and then it ends up being sort of whoever's the biggest celebrity ends up winning. So we're hoping that doesn't happen in 2018, so that's why we're really pushing hard now to get the tool out. And the way that it works is that voters can sign up for free with just an email address or a social media account, and with just their zip code, we can give them their own online interactive sample ballot. So I'll show you this ballot right here. This was the 2016 ballot that we used for the National Student Parent Mock Election, which I'll show you their website real quick. That's this one right here. Again, it's been around since about 1981 or 82. It's done 50 million teachers and students since then. And then each election it does about 5 million teachers and students. 2018, we're hoping to do much more than that. We're 100% online now. Students and teachers can simply go to a site, click sign up real easily, go through the candidates, see their profiles, review endorsements, and vote. Pick their favorites and vote. It'll be real simple to do, and then we'll have some resources there if they wanted to drill down or go to other sites and do some research and some real lesson plans around democracy. So again, we do plan on doing the 2018 National Student Parent Mock Election. We'd like to do it right now we're looking at October 2nd. We're hoping that that's the date. There's just a couple things that need to be ironed out. But we're really looking forward to that and getting lots and lots of young kids involved, students, especially the high school students, especially those that will be eligible to vote in 2020. So the way the site works, again, is that now I'm a voter and I get my ballot and I'm able to go through and I can click on candidate profiles and I can learn about each one of these candidates. So I can click on Hillary Clinton and I can hear directly from her with videos. I can see full bio. I can scroll down and see issue statements that she has created. And I can also see groups and organizations and individuals that are endorsing this candidate. So if I want, I can see them all, and I can look through here, and let's say if I really like Mark Cuban, I want to hear what he has to say about this candidate. I can simply just click through and watch it.
Leadership is not yelling and screaming and intimidating.
And then I can favorite this candidate here if I want, or I can favorite her back on her page, or I can go back to the ballot and I can favorite her here. And when you favorite a candidate, they'll move to the front of the line. So I'll favorite Zoltar here. And believe it or not, these are real numbers from the National Student Parent Mock Election on California, on the California ballot. But that's how simple it is. I just click his star, it'll turn green, he'll move to the front. We'll make it easy for me to see it on my cell phone. If I'm getting directions to my polling place, I can just look at just my favorites. And then that's it, and then I can move on to the next race. So president's race, Senate, those types of ones, typically you're not going to be forgetting names or forgetting who you want to vote for, but it gets more and more difficult the further you go down ballot. So when you get down into state assembly and state senate and board of supervisors and school board races, this is where the tool really helps you manage your vote. Also, propositions. you can click on a proposition. You can learn about that proposition, and you can see groups supporting that proposition and groups opposing that proposition. And I'll send you a separate video of the new features that we're releasing for groups and organizations, because right now the way that it's set up is that I'm looking at a proposition and I'm looking at groups and organizations that are supporting it and opposing it, and I'm taking their recommendations into account. One of the new features that we'll have is that if I go to a trusted sources page, which I'll show you right here. I'll go to Ethan Behrman's, and then here's his page right here. Well, he'll have videos and he can have other written statements or images or whatever he wants. It's very much like a Facebook page or a Twitter account. And then I'll be able to see all of the endorsements here that he has made. So I can scroll through them this way, or I can just click on it here, and it looks like he's endorsed 2 candidates, and then lots of these propositions, and I can scroll through and see all those. So the new way that we have it set up, it will be just like a ballot. It'll be his ballot, and then I'll be able to scroll through his ballot, and then I can also just click on his endorsements, and they'll become favorites on my ballot, which will make it real easy. And we'll even have a feature where you can just click on a star and all of his endorsements will become favorites on my ballot. So it will really be like sort of like a straight party ticket type of feature, where if I really like this group or organization and they've done all the research and I trust them, then I can just click and I'll be able to have my favorites already filled out for me on my ballot. And I'll send you a separate little video on that and how the group page looks a little bit differently and it functions a little bit differently as well. But that's what I'd love to talk with you about. I'd love to talk with you about getting a group page set up for you guys. It's totally free. Reaching out to your members, getting your members signed up, again, it's totally free, so that they can start managing their vote moving forward. And we're covering hundreds and hundreds of ballots throughout the country for 2018, and would love to work with you and make sure that the ballots are all populated and that everyone is on the same page. Thanks. I hope that helps, and look forward to talking with you. I'm going to be around tomorrow again on Sunday. I may not be. We may be at a place that doesn't even have coverage, so maybe early next week. But I'll let you know. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.